Hey guys, it's me, Molly, back with one last video training for you guys. For this last training, just want to take a few minutes to talk about now what. Now that I'm going to be a part of this online mission project, where do I begin? So, I wanted to give you some just ideas on what to say, where to start with having conversations, and then how to follow up with us and also with your friends. And thinking about what to say and how to share, I mean, we talked about like you can do some general stuff through your social media or on texting or whatever, where you post, a picture or something like that, which is good and it's fine. But the best aspect of this whole thing would be that you would have direct conversations with friends, either in a group chat or on a group FaceTime or on a Zoom call or over text message or just on a phone call with a friend. So the ultimate goal of all of this is that you're having like person-to-person interaction with people. So you can use social media platforms to post scripture or a picture or something like that to just kind of get the conversation started, but ultimately with the goal that it would end in more person-to-person conversation. And then thinking about how to get the conversation started, like just ask questions of, what's quarantine been like for you? What random things have you missed about your regular day-to-day life? What has unexpectedly brought you a lot of joy? What are you enjoying in this season of being at home a lot more? Have you learned any new hobbies? Do you have any goals of things to do or to learn or books to read in this season? I don't know, whatever it is, just get to know them, see how they're doing. And then the conversation can start to turn a little bit more to the spiritual side of things. So you can start asking questions of like, well, what's been most difficult for you as we've been quarantined? Like, what about this has been hard? What's challenging? What are you missing? Like, have you had something canceled that you're really bummed about? Seniors, y'all especially have stuff you can talk to, but everyone, we've all had stuff canceled and it's sad and it stinks. So just start having those conversations. And then you can also ask after that, like, well, what is giving you hope and bringing you peace in the midst of like the crap that is coming from this? And so you can hear from them like what it is that they're turning to, and that'll give you a good insight to even like some spiritual side of things of where they're at with all of that. And obviously all of this is a dialogue. It's not like you're sitting down with like a notepad and say, okay, I'm interviewing you. Okay, you said this. Great. Next question. So this is a dialogue, guys. We're just having conversation. So be prepared to answer and be honest about what's been hard for you, but also where you're finding hope and peace in the midst of all of this. So that will hopefully be a great open door for you to be able to share and begin to share more about your faith. So just look for natural ways for this to turn to a spiritual conversation. Don't force it. You're not like a canned soup salesman. Like, this is just a genuine overflow of the work that God's doing in your life. So some potential opportunities that there might be in conversations is like when you're sharing what's been hard for you, you can begin to talk about like what truths from scripture have been helpful for you, or how you've prayed and God has answered, or something along those lines. Or if one of the things you're missing is being able to meet for Renovate Weekly or with your D group, you could share about how that's been hard, but also how you've enjoyed like getting to have the opportunity to meet online. So just opportunities for you to kind of sow seeds of the gospel and get the conversation turned in more of a spiritual direction. And then you can get into more direct conversation and questions about spiritual matters. So you can ask questions like, okay, if you're honest with yourself, like, are you genuinely happy with your life right now? Or are you searching for something else? You can ask them like, what do you believe to be true about God? Or who is Jesus to you? And that will leave you with a greater understanding of the spiritual temperature that they have. If they say that, they're Christian, you could ask questions about like, well, what's your spiritual journey been like? Like, tell me your story, or where are you at with God right now specifically? So you can begin to ask more specific questions about Christian faith. But if you know a friend is from a different faith, ask them questions about their faith. Ask them questions about like the gospel specifically and what it is about Jesus that they believe. And so just have a dialogue with them about it. You can even invite them to join in to Renovate online or your D group, or even join us for the Easter service next week. And there's on that resource that we sent you guys, there's also some video and picture conversation starters that you can access. So that might be helpful. Check out that resource for real, because it does have some really helpful stuff that you can use and just have around as a template. And then, so just those hopefully were some helpful conversation starters for you guys. And then at the end of it, we want to hear back from you, a report of the conversations you're having and how they went, how we can help you with following up with that person. So we are going to make a Google form to send out to you guys where you can just fill it out and, share with us your name. If you feel comfortable, share the name of the person you talked to, and then a little bit about the conversation and some next steps that you feel like you need to take, or that they're ready to take, or you want us to help you in taking. We'll get you the link to that form that you can fill out just for follow-up purposes. So, all right, guys, we are so excited, and I can't wait to see what God's going to do. Okay, my Google Home is talking. That was creepy. All right, bye, guys.